Paulsikins and Hessikins unite. What's going on, guys? This is the DeFi Crypto Alliance show where we're doing our best to bridge the gap between our fellow entrepreneur friends and the fellow entrepreneur friends, real estate community, and the best damn crypto community, Pulse Chain. You guys, this is going to be a fun show, guys. We are going to have our special friend back on, Mrs. Sergey, to talk about things that he is doing as far as fighting back against the evil that we have been fighting for so long. But what's going on, guys? How you feeling today? Hope you guys are doing all right. Guys, really make sure to lean in today. This is going to be a good show. I want to make sure that we're giving him attention. Guys, if you guys have any comments, questions, drop it in the chat. This is going to be a good one. The power of a petition, the people's voice with Sergey, man. What's going on, bro, man? How are you?
Hello, Corey.
It's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yes.
I am glad you were able to make it on today. What's going on, brother? How we doing?
Very good. I'm happy. Life is good. You know, mountains are beautiful.
Yeah, how's Peru?
It's beautiful. We live in the mountains. You know, 10,000 feet above the sea level. It's like 6 Eiffel Towers in the sky. Clean air, beauty, peace, ancient spirit alive.
Oh, I love that. It's beautiful. Beautiful, man. Well, that's good, man. I mean, you've been hard at work, man. Won't you tell everybody what you're doing here? I mean, this is pretty, I think it's pretty awesome myself. So I hope everyone else thinks it is too. But yeah, let's go ahead and break it all down, man.
Okay. Thank you for having me back. I think it's very important and it's kind of essential we talk about this now. So first of all, I can't even believe I'm doing this, okay? Because I'm not a guy who starts petitions and gathers signatures and do this. This is not me. I'm not doing this, guys. My life is very good and I'm doing completely different things. But apparently somebody needs to do it. So it seems to be that, you know, I just took a lead, you know. So we're going to talk about the petition to investigate the SEC to help Richard Hart to win his case, okay? But first, I need to take a few steps back to explain you know, what was done already with it before and how a simple petition with just a few thousand signatures brought down a $2 billion crypto scam.
Yeah,
Ponzi.
This is a good story.
Okay, so this is serious, guys. It's just okay. Let's start from the beginning. About like 4 years ago, I was ignorant of crypto at all. I didn't hear about anything. It's like I heard about Bitcoin. One of my guests came, said, "Hey, Bitcoin, you have to buy Bitcoin." Like, what are you saying? It's like it was like something like completely out of my world. So then later another guest came and he onboarded me on this Ponzi. It's called Hyperfund, and then become Hyperverse, and then become Hypercosmos. Everything they were like, you know, continue this scam and scam and scam. It's like, so these people scammed 2 million people for $2 billion. Okay, this is in the court documents, all admitted. I made them admit. Oh, real scam. Yeah. Real fraud, 100% scam. They took our money and they just gone with it. And I will go over this, okay? And I'm like, okay, I didn't know anything about crypto. They had this PowerPoint presentation that says we have 300,000 Bitcoins to support kind of a reserve. So it's like, okay, that's a lot of money. That's billions of dollars. So they're not going anywhere. They're strong financially. Then they have this thousands of percents of their crypto mining. And you know, I'm like ignorant guy in this thing. It's like, I don't know, okay, you know, where do I pay? Okay, here is the money. Now, here is what the promise. They promised 300% return on your investment in 20 months. So you put whatever you put in 20 months, you get 300%.
Wow.
That's like a promise was made. Okay, so now that a definition of investment contract, it's like investment contract implies a guaranteed return of the investment plus interest. That's what investment contract is, and this is like a legal definition, I think, but that's what it is. So we were promised, a promise was made that is that qualifies as investment contract. Okay, they broke it, of course, because there was nothing paid, anything back, and they stopped the withdrawals and they disappeared. They wiped our accounts clean. That's it. I was able to get through the Zoom call and confronted Sam Lee, which a co-founder. It was very hard, but they let me in somehow. And I confronted them. I have a video of that, and I sent it to authority. I said to everybody, it's like I make him to admit this on video that $2 billion was stolen from 2 million people. Boom, that's it. I have the video, you know. So I just got pissed off one day, you know. It's like there was so much like it was like a cult, you know. And I have experience with cults, guys. I'm ex-cult member. It's in my first book. It was a spiritual cult in California. If you want to read about this, go. It's a path seeking truth in the world of lies. So I'm a cult survival. I was the one who didn't destroy the cult, but I definitely contributed to its collapse. And it's like, you know, I have shaking them, you know. It's like I rocked the boat first. So now the second was the hyper fund. It's like, okay, so I'm doing this again now. Like, okay, I got some experience here to, you know, to expose scammers. So I did this. I just got pissed off, like, hey, where's my money? You know, I put a petition out. I sent it out. It was a small Telegram group, like, I don't know, 200 people. And in about, I don't remember, guys, maybe in a week, I got like 1,000 signatures. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I put a goal like 3,000, but I said, I'm not going to wait. 1,000 is enough. Let's start making noise. And I submitted to SEC on February 1st, 2023, a petition to investigate hyper fund scam, you know? Okay, I got all the receipts. I have everything. So a few months passed, nothing happened. And I think I submitted again. I did a few times, just kind of, you know, push it forward. And then 12 months passed by until they filed the complaint. They filed the complaint January 29th next year. 12 months exactly. 1 year it took SEC to find the complaint with evidence, proofs. I gave them all the videos, all the PowerPoint presentations, where you can see the recruiters speaking about this. This is how it is. You put this, you get this. You can just take it to court, man. This is like evidence, you know, on its face, you know. So after all this, I give them everything. We found the fake CEO. They faked the whole thing. They got an actor. There was nobody, just a dude, man, living in Thailand somewhere, reading off the script as a CEO, kind of giving you like this weekly updates. Total fraud. We found where he lives, where his phone number. Like, guys, go arrest this dude. You know what I mean? What's happening? Where is the action? You have all the information to take action. Okay? There is no maybe more. This is proven scam. I give you the whole thing. Okay? And like 1,000 people. Yes, I got more signature later, like 2,000. But it didn't matter. I already sent it with 1,000, something like that. Yes, maybe even less. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay? So a year later, they filed a complaint, and then the process started. And meanwhile, I was writing to Dubai, the main police department in Dubai. Guys, you have these people living there. Arrest them. This is the everything. UK. It's like God rejected, man. UK. This is that was total. Okay, I don't even talk about it. I wrote everybody. I sent it to everyone. Okay, I shook the tree until the bad apple fall. Okay, and it happened. It happened, but it took a lot of time for them to do this. Now, what pissed me off in this process is this. I'm very happy that this is happening, of course, and hopefully we put them in prison, even if we never get our money back. But at least I will personally be happy if they get the 5 years in prison and whatever. It's like they need to go to jail, man. This is coming. Right? So if we get our money, great, and I just buy more hacks. If not, okay, we got screwed. You know what I mean? But it's okay. At least I did something. I didn't just sit back and thought I got defrauded. I did something. I have created this petition and sent it everywhere, and now we have a process. And now it's you can see the court is like July 22nd, you know, and hopefully something comes out of it. But this is what pissed me off. During this 12 months, SEC ignored the actual scam with proof that it's easy to take to court. They ignored that. They didn't follow that. Meanwhile, they filed complaint against Richard on July? Where is it? Something like July.
Of 2000.
Okay. It's something like July, same year, like basically 5 months after I submitted. So this is it shows you the priorities. Here is the actual scam. 2 million people got hurt with that, man. You read this petition that they signed, your heart breaks. People like telling you what happened. Thousands, tens thousands, 100,000.
Worldwide, right?
Worldwide, 2 million people like lost their life savings. Wow, they were promised return. That's fraud. Okay? SEC ignored this and they went after Richard, who scammed no one. We don't have investment contract with Richard. No promise was made. No investment contract was ever initiated. Okay? So it just shows you the priority of real scams and Richard, who is not a scammer. We got all the coins. Where is my coins from Hyperfund? All gone, man. I didn't have the key. It was like logging stuff. You know what I mean? Not your keys, not your coin, anyone. Yeah. We got screwed because we didn't have our keys. They took it from us. Everything was gone, wiped out. Richard doesn't have key from my account. Richard can take my coins. I have all my coins. The prices are down because we are under attack by the SEC and then Interpol. That's why the prices are down. But Richard didn't take my coins. So that was like it's like, and I started thinking about, okay, so wait a second, you paid SEC or government employee, their salaries are paid with your tax money. You pay your taxes to pay their salaries. You are hired them. They work for you, but they're not doing their job, apparently, because their job is to protect investors. You remember Gary Gensler was saying that? I'm here to protect you. Well, Gary, you didn't protect me. You didn't protect me. You hurt me. You destroyed my investment by going after Richard Hart, who is a legitimate founder, who have all the support, who had like a court in New York packed with support. Now, do you think when this court happened to this Chinese scammers, do you think there will be support there? If somebody comes, there will be like angry investors wanting them to go to prison. There will be no people outside sending, with messages like, release them or whatever is the message, Yeah. It's the other way.
The opposite.
It's the opposite. People, and if I would be, of course, people will be celebrating. Yes, we got the scammers. Now with Richard, people flew like from all over the place to support the guy, So this just shows you what is actual scam and what is not. And it shows you what selective enforcement is from the SEC. Yeah. It's a selective enforcement. That's what I put in the petition. It's a selective enforcement, man. This is like, it's like, come on, you're not doing your job. These people need to be fired and investigated for this, fired minimum, but investigated why you choose to go after Richard while you ignore my petition. I have all the receipts. You can take it to court. I have all the receipts to show you. I submitted to the Department of Justice. I sent it everywhere. Okay? So now think about this. In 11 days, there is a last day for SEC to decide whether they want to proceed or not.
Yeah.
Okay? 11 days.
Coming up. Yep.
It's coming up. Now, that's why it's so crucial to talk about it right now. Because we only have like a week to do something about this and lawfully to fight back and support Richard. Because by supporting Richard, we're supporting ourselves. He wins, we win. We're all in this together, man.
This
correct. Is one of those situations in life when you fight for others, whether you like it or not. And I'm not saying I don't like Richard. I actually like Richard. But there are other people in community I don't like. Some influences I don't like, but I have to fight for them too because we're all in it together. Or we'll go down or we'll go into glory. You know what I mean? So this is one of the situations in life that whether you like people or not, you have to fight for them. Okay? So here's the thing. This is why I made this petition. I said, you know what? This is a time to do something, and it costs nothing. There is no money. I'm not asking your money, man. Like all this scammers in the community. Oh, give me money. I will do this. Give me. It's like, I'm asking your 15 seconds of your time and your signature, and I will do the rest. I will send it to the same place. I will send it to White House. I will send it to Paul Atkins. Now think about this. Paul Atkins just got confirmed like days ago. Okay, it's a new job for him. Now let me ask you a question, personal question. If you get a new job, like a manager, a management position, or CEO, like important job, and you just take it, like you just come in the morning, and then you have a nasty petition on your desk saying, hey, there is some bad actors in your organization that creating problems and creating bad reputation for your agency or business. What would you do?
You go clean house.
Yeah, of course.
Ideally, right? If you're a good actor, you're gonna go, unless you're not in on the shadiness, right? You're gonna go in there and start cleaning house.
Yes, you will call meeting same day. All the managers, that's what I will do. All the managers right now in my office. What the hell happening with this guy, Richard Hart? What is happening? I want briefing. The whole day you brief me. What's happening? Because what is so he is in a position to clean house. He wants to give better name to SEC, which hopefully will happen, but we'll have to see how it's going. Like after being attacked for years, we need to see.
Yeah, only time will tell with that.
Only time, man. Yeah, sure.
We can be optimistic, but like,
hey, show me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah,
100%. Show me the action. Then I will trust you.
They're politicians, man.
It's politics, but we can use this. It's a good time because the politics, whether they're good or bad, they want to have a good name for SEC. They're dropping cases like that. And that's another thing. They just recently dropped a case for this scammer woman. I wasn't following, like complete scammer, like complete fraud. They just dropped that case. They're dropping everything, and yet Richard, they continue. Even after the Judge Carroll dismissed the case on all charges, and they still continue.
Yep, man.
We won the case. There is no case. And they still continue. What does it mean? That shows bad intent. That shows a malevolent intent to hurt. Just to hurt. To drag us probably through the bull, to make us lose the bull. That's it, man. There's like another month, and that's it. And we have to wait another 4 years. That's it, man. They're getting destroyed. Yeah. This is the problem.
I mean, I got a theory on the amendment that they're doing, and this doesn't justify it or make it better. But here's what I think would happen. I think the hotshot lawyer who was running the case, Gary Gensler was not running the case. He's the one who initiated it and said, "Hey, go after this guy." But then he puts attorneys in charge to follow through and push the case forward and do the due diligence or due process, right?
Under his supervision.
When he was fired, those attorneys that were put in place were not fired. They're still there working. They're hotshot attorneys. They have their reputations that they worry about, right? They have their paycheck that they have to collect, right? That they don't care about like what else is going on in the world or if Richard Hart was right or wrong, or all they know is that, Seaman Demon Guzzler put them on this case and they're going to follow through because it's their job, right? It is their job. They're just doing their job. That's all they're doing. They don't know. There's attorneys doing what their attorneys do. And so when Auntie Carroll dismissed the case, well, it is their job because no one has stopped them yet because it's still all this stuff is going on in Congress. And now we're seeing that they're starting to, Congress is going to slow down the SEC on the bad intent. Well, but this was not right after the election, right? Like they were still just doing their job. And so the dismissal comes out, and what's the attorney going to do? Well, he's going to file an amendment. Of course, it's his job, right? No one knocked on his door or sent him an email and said, "Hey, we are dismissing the RH case." There's been some other cases that were dismissed, which is good, but they haven't gotten to the RH case of analyzing. We won the case. It was a whole different story. So since we won, of course they're gonna fight back. They're gonna be like, oh no, wait, no, Judge, I want to make an amendment. Give us 20 more days or 30 more days. I don't remember how much they asked for, but they asked for 2 or 3 weeks.
This
Yeah,
is exactly
and they're
why
gonna
I
ask
need to
for it
push.
because that's what he's getting paid to do, right? Until someone comes knocks on his door and goes, hey, bro,
Drop the case.
you're dismissed off this. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
And who is going
I
to
didn't
tell him
know.
this? And who is going to tell him that? Paul Atkins, because he is the chair.
Paul Atkins
he has the power.
Yeah.
Of course he can. He has the power.
Absolutely.
But we need to let him know, hello, Mr. Atkins, there is a problem in your agency.
Right.
You know, the Gensler got out, but his ghost is still there. We need to clean that up.
You need to clean it up.
There is a problem in your energy there. And I'm not saying the lawyers are bad. Okay, I don't know. Maybe they're bad. Maybe they're not bad. But somebody need to order them.
Else.
Yes, but somebody have to order them to drop this bullshit case that was already won in court. And you're wasting taxpayer money to continue. And you're hurting the investors. You're hurting our backs. Our money are in jeopardy. Our money, we are down like 80% or whatever because of this case. You're hurting us. So you're not doing your job and you're hurting us. You should be stopped, fired, or investigated if there is bad intent. If there is some shady shit going on,
it started with bad intent.
You know, it should be investigated. And I want them to be investigated by the authorities, by the government authorities, and by their own authorities. Paul Atkins can investigate his own agency. Like Kash Patel can investigate FBI. He has the power to look inside and say, hey, bro, where is the Epstein files?
Right.
Who hid that? You know, he has the power. Same Paul Atkins has. He has the power to see who is the lawyer, who is working on that, and clean this mess. But we need to tell him this.
Yep.
We need to. And how? If I just call Paul, first of all, you can't call them. It's like you can't reach these people. But a petition with a lot of signature.
Can reach him.
Power can reach him. I will put it on the X. I will White House. I will send to everywhere, man. Look what my petition did with 1,000 signatures. Brought down the $2 billion scam.
Yeah.
Simple petition. I didn't have an X account. I mean, I started X account a long time ago, but I never used it. It's like it was run by commies. I'm not supporting this bullshit, you know. But now with Elon Musk, okay. So in the last few months, I have my account. I'm having my daily rents there. You know what I mean?
And the reason why I bring that up is because I just want to point out, because I saw a lot of FUD on Twitter, like, oh, the SEC just got it out for Richard Hart. No, that's not it. It's just the ball is still going because no one has stopped it. It's not that they're out for Richard Hart or he did something to piss him off or like we just have a dark cloud of curse on us. It's just this is just his job doing his job, and someone's got to go in there and tell him, knock on his door, and be like, "Hey, man, your job's up. You don't got to do this anymore."
That's it.
And that's it. That's
and your job is to protect us.
And it is protect us.
Your job, it says on your website, is to protect us. You're not protecting us. You are hurting us. This message has to be brought in a clear manner, and a clear and a loud manner. It's not like just Sergey talking to them. Who is Sergey? I'm nobody. But if we are like thousands of people talking, they will listen.
Right.
You know, because you have to understand, if you have like, let's say like 50,000 people, like the amicus brief you guys, copied it.
Yeah, I find it.
It becomes a political power because it's a 50,000 votes next election. You understand? It's not just 50 angry investors. They look politics as business, man. They look at this as from a perspective of business. Okay, a lot of people. That's how Trump went. Crypto. Oh, a lot of crypto people in America. Let's get strategic reserve. Get votes. He's smart. It's the same thing. It's like, hey, 50,000 people. That's a vote. That's a power. That's people who will vote for me. Whether it's like a local seats or whatever. But you know what I mean. I'm not saying I need 50,000, man. Give me 1,000. Yeah. 1,000. I will send it tomorrow to Paul Atkins. I will send it everywhere. 1,000 votes, because if it's like a small petition, it's like, I started like 3 weeks ago, there's like 50 people. It's ridiculous, man. They will ignore us. But with 1,000, hey, there's 1,000. And people can share and it just grows and they look at this, okay, today's 1,000, tomorrow it's 5,000. And all it takes is just some influencer influencers, just people in the hacks community, just put on their exes.
Yeah, and
but
we
they
all
don't.
did a show like this, and we all posted the petition. You'd end up getting
In a day.
You'd get 10, 20, 30,000.
Exactly. But you know
No
what?
problem.
Here's the thing. And that's another thing. I DM'd that to a number of people in the X community. One of them was Mati Allen. Mati didn't answer. Meanwhile, Mati was busy with his PDI thing and telling people on his X account to make some noise. Make some noise. Bro, I'm making the noise. You're not making your noise. You're not making any noise by having people yapping on your X account. It's an echo chamber. It doesn't mean anything. You know, making noise is signing this petition and sending to the government authority, to the government agency. And I'm not against Mati. I'm just telling you, you know, just one.
Yeah, for sure.
I send to everybody else. Like, it's like making noise. I'm making a noise. Come with me, make a noise. You know, sign this petition. Let's get it out. If it doesn't work, okay, but at least we did something to support this. Richard is fighting, and we have to fight with him because we invested in this. I'm invested in this up my balls.
Yeah.
I'm invested in this like the 12 years of my life expenses, probably by now more. Who knows? I don't even, maybe 15 years of my life expenses, of my family. 15 years of life I can live off this money. Because I'm doing this for my family, for my children, for my grandkids. This is an opportunity to do something good, and it's like in a legal way, you know. It's good. It's an opportunity to multiply your hard-earned money. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
it's moral, it's ethical, it's good. You take a risk, you're willing to lose, and if you win, you win. That's it. It's moral and it's legal.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So come on. It's like, what are we doing? Just yapping on X with one each other, or fighting for PDI, one PDI or another PDI? What the hell wrong with you people? Oh, did you all forget that we're here for hacks? And Richard's coins, you know, I am a Richard Hard Maxi. I don't hold any other coins. I don't have anything. No Ethereum, no BTC, not even like shit coins on Pulse chain. I have 5 coins. That's it. I bet on all horses. That's why I don't care which one will win.
Yeah,
I win the race. I win the race anywhere. But we can't win anything if SEC attacking Richard.
Yeah.
You know, and trying to drag this through the bull. The bull can start anytime. It can start next week. And it can go for like a few months. And then we're like screwed if the case is still going. And the red notice thing that come out of it. Now, this is another thing. The red notice, let's talk about this for a minute.
Sure.
You know, I looked into this, how Interpol works. And it's like the Interpol, it's not, they don't initiate anything. They the member states initiate. It's like it's a hands. It's like a tool. Like the member state can say, okay, this is the guy we want you to find. So they kind of put this red notice. They don't do it themselves. You know what I mean? It's a request that's sent by the member state. Okay, like Finland sent the request to Interpol to put Richard on the list. Okay. So it's not the Interpol itself, it's the country behind that who asked. Now, why these scammers on Hyperfund are not on the Interpol list? Why not? Why they're not wanted? Why?
And that's funny.
Isn't it funny? Why? When I send you videos and picture and information and proofs, and the guy is just cool somewhere, like chilling somewhere on the beach with my money and 2 million people, why they're not there? Why they sent Richard there? You see, it doesn't make sense. It's like, you want criminals on the list? Okay, we want all of them on the list. You know, and now you have Richard. You know?
Yeah, that's fascinating. I do know Richard's attorneys are working on that. I heard from Little Birdie, from the grapevine, that his same attorneys that are working on the SEC stuff are also working on the Interpol stuff. So it's like, I don't know how long it's going to take to get cleared, or, man, it's just a shakedown on money. That's all it is. They got pissed off because they found out about the sacrifice from the stupid SEC. SEC, made them very aware what Richard did. And so they're like, oh, well, where's our cut? and that pissed them off that they didn't get their cut. And so what do? They go after him for tax evasion. And then, that was it. That's why he ended up on that list. And it's crooked as shit, but it's the truth. That's what happens.
That's it.
It's just a shakedown. So the attorney's got to I'll call up Finland and be like, hey, well, how much do you freaking really want? Like, what is the dollar amount so we can get you out of our fucking hair forever, right? For life. And so that's kind of what's going behind the scenes over there. So
that's how I see it too, and the problem with this is the timing, man, because the pool, it seems like we're going to be extended now a little bit. I don't know.
A little bit.
A little bit, but this thing can just blow next month. And we don't know. Nobody know anything. But now the tariff things, it's like, Trump is playing, his game, and he is going to win. The guy is a winner, like Richard Hart. That's it. Hate him. Trump is a winner. Richard is a winner. These people win. That's why they're rich and successful, and they fight all this competition, and they're still there with all this competition. Hate them, love them, whatever. It doesn't matter. They don't care how you feel about them. Look at their actions. Look at their lifestyle. They're winners, and winners don't lose. That's it. That's it, man. It's a mindset. You can't lose because you're a winner in your spirit.
Yep.
That's it. So this tariff thing, this will be gone. Like, it's already like, it's just only China now. China will probably sit down tomorrow, say, hey, Trump, let's negotiate. It's all negotiating game.
All it is.
It's all art of the deal, really. Like, his art of the deal, it's all there. It's like people, but people, like, really, they don't see far.
No.
They find, even like this Ivan on Tech, did you see his post? Man, the guy just lost his shit in the last week, panicking, Trump, It's like, bro, relax. Let the big guys play their games. They know what they're doing. It will be sorted. You just relax, go to gym, do something. Have fun. You know what I mean? Exactly. It will be sorted. Everything will be fine, and the bull run probably will take effect sometime, later. I don't know when. I hope soon. But the thing is that all this panic, it's just, you see how weak people are weak-minded. It's just weak-minded, man. It's like you scared and weak-minded. Every little bad news, you click the sell button. You know what I did? I bought on every fight. Every fight. And when I already thought I'd have no more money to spend, I found more money. I bought on SEC fight when everybody was like losing their shit. I bought on Interpol fight. I bought on PDI fight. And I bought on tariffs fight. I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm not selling.
Last week, man, I freaking bought. I'm like, oh my God. I'm so tired of buying.
It's like, it's like when you see like everybody panic, that's it. The world is the meltdown. That's it. We're going to hell. Like in the last few days. I'm like, oh, great. And when I bought more? When I had this thought in my mind and I saw it. And that was like a bad thought. And for a second, it was scary. I'm like, it seems like Paul Shane is going to die now. And when I saw this thought, for a second, it was scary. Boom. And I kind of zoomed out. I put the thought on pause and I zoom out. I'm like, whoa, that's a bottom signal. If that comes to my head, find more money, man. Find more money. Boom. I feel great, man. My backs are heavy. I want to run. I want to fly. I took the risk. I sat 3 years through this bloody bear, dealing with all this bullshit, with all this, you know what I mean? I want results,
Me too, man.
But we need to do something about it. We need to help our backs. And that's the one thing we can help. Sending the petition. If that will be ignored, okay. Okay, but at least I did something.
Yeah.
But my petition was not ignored. And now $2 billion scammers going to jail. Hopefully. Yep. It was not ignored. I did this. And you can prove. I can show you all my names there everywhere. I have all the complaint number, submission number, everything. So why this petition will be ignored if the political climate changed? It's better situation. Back then it was bad. It was pro-banks. The SEC was pro-banks. Gary Gensler worked 18 years for Goldman Sachs. Who did he represent? You, me, or them? The guy is insider. You know what I mean? I exposed it in my book. The latest book is there. Here's the congressional hearings when he admitted that he was approached by big bank CEO, and they complained to him that they afraid that people will pull deposits from their banks and put in crypto. I mean, come on, man. It's like who he's working for. That's why, that's another thing that I thought. I thought like, man, this is crazy thought, but it's not crazy when you think about this. Think about this. From the perspective of banks who wants to keep your deposits there, what would they want crypto ethos be? A scam.
Right.
They want people to live in fear of crypto. For them, it's good because it works for them. If people think, general public think that crypto is scam, nobody will do it. Nobody will take money from the bank and put in crypto. So it's like, that's what they would. That's why SEC before were going after real good people like Richard Hart and letting crooks off the hook, because crooks was good for them. Because crooks create a scam narrative. They maintain this scam narrative. It's all scam. People are like, oh, no, crypto scam. You see the news? You see Sam Bankman-Fried just stole this one, and Don Kwan stole this one. Yeah, you see, that's what they wanted to maintain, it seems. So people don't go to crypto, so they keep their deposit in the banks and business as usual. This is all like admitted. Gensler admitted that in the congressional hearing. I provide the links for that. Go watch the links yourself, the congressional hearings, So it seems like, okay, now we have a new administration, pro-crypto climate, very good. It's a good momentum. Whether it's a politically motivated or not, I don't know. But I don't care either. That helps my backs. We just need to catch that momentum, to get on that train and kind of and help it. You want this work and we want this to work. We're friends now. Here is the petition. Please clean up your mess and let's move forward. And we will, and restore a good name for SEC. We have 11 days before they decide, If we do this petition now, we have another week, maybe 3 days. If everybody shares, man, we can get a few thousand signatures by tomorrow morning. And I will send it. If not, okay, then we just lost an opportunity. You either you do it or you lose it. Really, it's like this is the window. After this, it might not work. And if we win the case, if they drop, okay, then I'll just take it down. Nothing happened, but at least I feel in my heart that I did something. I just sit down and did nothing and watch my money goes to hell. I fought. I stood up. I spoke. In my heart, in my spirit, I feel good about myself. Not being a fucking coward and speaking and protecting my investment because it's my family's money. And I don't care who I need to fight. I don't care. I don't care, man. A people, government, aliens, you know what I mean? If I'm on the right, I will fight. That's it, man. Like a fucking mountain. I'm unshakable. So you just need to.
It worked the first time for you.
It worked, man. Look at this. Look at the complaint, man. Look at the complaint. You can read the complaint. Let me send you. Can you share one? Okay.
I dropped the petition in the chat. The link. I can share the petition. Do you want me to pull that up?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so people can sign that, yeah, if they want.
And
share.
Like, guys. So this is what the petition is here.
Mm-hmm.
Investigate the Security and Exchange Commission. Richard Hart, the issue here. This is all Sergey's write-up right here. His petition right here. You guys can read through it. Just click on the link in the chat. It should take you right here. And basically, all you got to do is come here and sign it.
That's it. 10 seconds.
You can get our show today. I love it.
And share it. It's like, guys, you have a big, like Johnny Cass, Hexologist, like Crypto 7. You have a big following there. Share this, please. Let Coffee, man.
Coffee tonight, actually. I'll be with Coffee tonight.
Of course, like he give this 50. Can you imagine 50,000? Just give me like anything. This is a tool. Give me 1,000. I will start fighting tomorrow with this. Tomorrow I will send it to Paul Atkins and White House and everybody. My friends I will send it to my friends in alternative media. Maybe I'll write an article on that myself. I write for Wake Up World. You know, they uncensor my stuff. You know, I write whatever. It's like, depends if there is still time, you know. But guys, it costs you nothing. Just put on your X, ask people to share, and we will say, and don't just wait for me to do it. I will do because I promise. I said I will do. You can take this petition and send anywhere you want. And actually better if we send, not just Sergey send, but if like 1,000 people send it to Paul Atkins in his X, can you imagine what will happen? It's like, whoa, 1,000 people now. Like, this is like, we need to make noise. Like, not just one guy with a lot of signatures. That's good. It's better than nothing. But I suggest we all do this. Everybody who signs, take the link, go on SEC, on Paul Atkins and other people. I think there was like a few other people. Not just him, other people too. We need to contact all of them and make a noise. And a lot of people will do a few hundreds. Boom. Look what happened with the Rabbi wallet. People got together and said, what the hell, man? This is like unprovoked, unfair. We're destroying you. You know, and now, boom.
Now
the
they
same
got
power.
Reviews.
Exactly. And now we have the same power. We need to use the power of the community in a good, wise way. You know, it should never be abused, but it's a good use. We protect ourselves. We defend ourselves, our work, our money, our energy. Your money is your life force that you put out there in the universe. And in exchange, you receive monetary reward. And this reward you put in, you know, you bought bags. You protect your life force. You're responsible for that. You know, it's like, stop being covered. Stop being afraid, people. Speak up. Stand up for yourself, for your family, for your work, you know, for your truth. You feel you've been treated unfairly? That's how I feel. I feel as an investor that I was treated unfairly for years. Since Gensler announced this case, boom, he screwed us over. He need to be sued. Gary Gensler need to be sued for market manipulation, class action suit. I hope that will happen. I will support this. I will not start it. I will support it, man. I will send you my money, my signature, whatever it takes. I will support it, you know? But it's not just him. It's like, okay, he's gone now. We need to deal with the actual situation. Richard, what if they, like in 11 days, they say, yeah, you know what? We need to another 30 days or whatever the hell, whatever treat they pull. Okay. And what does it do to the community spirit?
Oh, it crushes it, man.
It questions the whole thing. Oh, maybe we'll just pull out and buy some Solana or whatever. It's like, you know, you create more FUD. You create more FUD. That's the thing.
Oh,
and
the FUDsters love it too. Man, I go, oh God, it's just horrible.
It's just more FUD,
field day
man.
for them on Twitter when the amendment came through.
You know, more FUD. So, and you can already see like people already kind of, you know, people tired, man. I'm tired too. I'm very much tired of this, you know? It's like sometimes I think like, you know, man, maybe I shouldn't even start all this. You know, maybe I should buy Bitcoin for 15,000, make my 7X and fuck with all that. You know, I have good life here. I don't need anyone. You know, I'm a leader of my life. I'm not looking for anyone. It's like, I'm happy. Happy family, good business. I'm happy, man. You know, it's like, but okay, that's what it is. So I have to, I'm in it now. You know, and I want fairness. I want to be treated fair. That's all I'm asking. And you want that too. And everybody who listens to this one, treated fairly. And right now, we're not being treated fairly. And Richard fighting. And I respect Richard 1,000%, man. I respect this guy. You know what I mean? It's like the guy could just dump everything on us, buy an island with 20 models, create his harem, and live for the rest of his life, banging every day another.
That won't make him happy, though.
But he could do this.
He could.
He's like, hey, you know what, guys? Screw you all. Here's my $1 billion. Bam, bye. But he didn't do that. He's still here. He's still posting. He's still on X, fighting these people. It's like, because Richard has principles. And I have principles too. That's why I like the guy. You know, people don't like him. Okay, some people don't like me too. Who cares, man? I don't care what people say, what people like. I know who I am in my heart. I don't give a fuck what people think, your opinion about me. I don't care, man. As long as my conscience is clear, I'm good. I'm good with me, with God, with the universe.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm fine. I don't need your approval. I don't need anyone's approval, man. You know, it's like, just read my books. It's all there. You know what I mean? I share the whole things there. You know, there is no point to talk about this now. The point is to stand up for what's right. That's what it comes down, especially when we are so invested in it. You know, if I lose my money, it will hurt me a lot. It will hurt my family. You know, it will hurt us, man. We will hurt us. And I don't want that to happen because there is no reason for this to happen. Because I earn my money and I invested my money in with the people who are trustworthy. Richard is trustworthy. He didn't scam anyone.
He is.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's like, he's not allowed to go to glory. He could, but he's not allowed by the government. It's like, you know, you have like a ship like in the ocean, and it's like a submarine comes up, boom, torpedoed you, you go down. Oh, look, Richard Hart failed. No, bro, you just torpedoed the guy.
Yeah.
Let him swim. Let the ship go, and let's see if he failed or he didn't. Right now, he didn't fail. Right now, you torpedoed the ship. That's not fair. It's not. So that's why I thought, let's just meet again and see if I can do it. If not, okay, guys, you don't want to do anything, fine, but your back's hurt. You know, you're hurting yourself too.
And it takes 2 seconds to sign it. If this is like
10 seconds, maybe.
If you guys give a shit about not only the RH ecosystem, but just, you know, justice and doing the right thing and DeFi, right? In general, DeFi. Once again, this is bigger than just Richard Hart. I love Richard Hart, but it's a lot bigger than just him, and he knows that too. Like, if you give a shit about crypto as a whole, which anyone here watching the show should care about freedom and crypto and the ethos that this asset class brings. That's what this petition does and what it's about, because that's what it was. It was an attack on the ethos.
Oh, the freedom.
The freedom.
Right. Freedom.
And Richard Hart just got wrapped up into the Operation Choke Point 2.0, along with a lot of other founders too that were doing good by doing good work. And so Richard just happened to be in the crossfire because, I mean, obviously he made himself in the crossfire by being very flamboyant, which is part of his style of marketing. It was very easy to put the crosshairs on him at that time as Seaman Demon was trying to make a point.
Exactly. And it's a principle
but it's an attack on our freedom and our rights.
Yes, that's what he's fighting for. The whole sacrifice was for this. Freedom of movement, freedom of speech. Like, bro, it's our right to transact with who the hell we want.
Correct.
Without your interference. It's a fucking tyranny.
If I want to send you some pulse because I want to come and hang out with you for a couple of weeks and
that's it.
Spiritual spirit, I should do that without someone interacting and getting involved between me and your business, right?
And getting a cut.
Right.
And getting a cut.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
You're parasites. You go produce something. You know? You go produce your stuff. Let's see how that works for you. They're parasiting on our work, on our transactions. So we don't want them. We don't want that. I don't want banks to charge me $100 per transaction. What the hell, man? You know? Like, I want to transact with you. And I want to do whatever the hell I want with my money. Okay? That's our right. Fundamental right. You take this right from people, you have fucking slavery.
Right.
It's a tyranny all over again. You can buy what you want. People ask you how. Try to go to the bank and get $10,000 cash. They will give you like papers like this, asking question. Why do you need it? What the fuck? You shouldn't ask me. I keep my money in your bank. It's my money. I take it and I burn it if I want.
So it's mine.
It's mine. It's not yours. Why you need to ask me what I do with it? It's not your business what I do with this.
Yeah.
You know, it's my business what I do. It's my money.
I earned it.
I earned this.
Right.
You know? You know? That's it. You shouldn't ask. But that's why we need crypto. And not only that, you know, it's freedom. If you don't like what the government doing, you don't support that. You know? What happened during 5 years ago? You remember? We don't want that again. Yeah. If you have your money, I don't take your, you know, whatever you want to put in me. Bye-bye. I have my money to live and eat. You know what I mean? It's like, it's freedom of everything. It's freedom of choice, freedom of health, freedom of speech, freedom of movement. We need to have our own ways to transact with one another to maintain that freedom. Richard understands that. That's simple. You don't need to be genius to understand it. You just need to stop being a moron for start. That's it. To understand this, you don't need to be like 180 IQ. But it's simple truth. It's like just saying. You just need to be sane, normal person in your brain. You know what I mean? To understand the fundamentals of life, how life works, and read history, understand tyranny, oppression. I'm from Ukraine, man. I'm from Soviet Union. I know oppression. I know socialism and communism. I grew up in this shit. We escaped that, when I was a kid, when I was 12. So it's like, you don't bullshit me. I know exactly where it's going, man. I want freedom, and that's it. And I want to be left alone and live my life the way I want, and that's it. I don't impose on you. You don't impose on me. You do what you want, man. You can just, you can put horn in your head and call yourself a deer, man. Your problem. Just don't come to me and tell me that that's normal, okay? That's where I have, that's where the line is.
Expect me to do the same, right?
So that's it. That's, I'm sorry if I was like ranting too much.
No, it's
making
good,
me so angry, man. It's like I can't speak differently about this. You know what I mean? It's like I can't speak differently. So I thought we'll have a civil conversation, but it didn't go that way. So whatever, guys. I put it out there. You decide. You sign this petition. I will see. You know what? I will see 500 signature on that. I will send it. I'm not going to wait for 1,000. Give me 500, but something. You know what I mean? And then we'll talk.
I put it in the chat, guys. I'll also post it on my Twitter today. So if you guys are on there and you see it on X and you want to just click it from there, it'll make it a lot easier. But it's here in the chat. Reach out to if you have any questions. But it's very easy. Just go in there, read through it, push the sign petition button, and it's very easy to fill out and send, and then share. And then share it, whether it be on Twitter, X, whatever they want to call it, or Facebook, or whatever social media platform. Obviously on X would probably be best, because if us as a community got together and we're sharing it on X, it would be the loudest voice.
That's the noise that needs to be created. That's the noise, that's exactly the noise. And we can do it. It's like Coffee did 50,000 amicus brief. Why can't we do 50,000 here? This is maybe even more important. We have like a week before knowing what the SEC want to do with the case, and the bull run is like any time now.
Yep.
Do we want another month, another 3 months?
A good thing that the bull run is running a little bit on the later side. Let us get all the bullshit cleared out of the
Yes,
we need let it to breathe, so we can actually rock and roll with the bull run. Otherwise, if the bull run would have been here 2 months ago, I don't know, man, it'd been pretty brutal. So it's probably a good thing.
But this is something we can actually do. Take action, guys. It's like that's how you grow as a person. You take action. You don't just wish thing into your life. It's like I took action in my life. That's why I'm happy today. It's like I took decisions, and sometimes they were painful, and I went against my fears and doubts. But I always knew in my heart this is the right way. I never wanted or were willing to settle for less than what feels right to me and truth. And that's why I'm happy today. I have a beautiful family, good business, happy, living my life I created heaven for me, And if I wouldn't be involved in this, I would be like even more happy, because I wouldn't be angry. I have no anger in my life. It's like everything is good. I'm happy. I wake up in the morning into heaven, into happiness, into well-being, into gratitude.
Yeah, the only anger makes me is this. Taking you and making you a warrior and fight for something good. It was part of your purpose or your journey here in life, is to come and be a warrior in this fight. So that's part of, even though it sucks sometimes, it just blows.
Makes me angry, man.
Right.
I don't like to be angry. I hate to be angry. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good in my chest to be angry. I want this out of me, but it's just a righteous anger. It's a provoked anger. It's a situation. It's a situation when you are being pushed around, you get angry, and rightly so. We are being pushed around in a bad way. So let's push back in a legal, lawful way. Sign the petition, let's send it, and let's see what happens. If we can have an effect and help Richard fight back, great. We all win. I win, you win, everybody wins. If not, okay, we try something. Then we just, see what happens. But if you didn't do, how would you feel about yourself? It's like I will feel good about myself because I did this.
Yeah, I agree.
Know, I did this. I already won. You know, but on a personal level, because I didn't cave in. I didn't got scared. I already won. But I want everybody win, because this is how we actually win. When we all win, we win. It's just like this. It's just like this, man. Your backs will not pump. Otherwise, it's just they won't. They will bleed to death.
Yep.
You know? So that's all I want to say. Like, it's been,
Love it, brother.
I've been screaming here for an hour exactly. So
yeah,
you know, to
we
all the
appreciate
space,
it, man. You keep up the good fight. I mean, I'm here to support you any way I can. I mean, that's what the show is for. The show is to be a voice, you know, inside the crypto community, and you know, pump our freaking bags, man. At the end of the day, like, we're all in this together, on this journey together, where we're using cryptocurrency as a wealth creation tool, and support the ethos of it, right? That's what you're investing in. You're investing in the ethos of cryptocurrency: freedom of movement, freedom to speak, freedom just have your rights, freedom to transact, all the things that, you know, RH loves. I love those components about crypto. It's absolutely amazing. You know, even in the bear, like, you're still going to have some value. I'll keep some value in the space because I love the ethos of crypto. And so this has been an attack on those ethos, on our rights, on our, you know, it's human rights. If you really boil down to it, it's been an attack on our human rights. And crypto was the one opportunity that was like a light that we could have those rights back when it comes to monetary policy. And the forces that be don't like that. They just don't like that.
And just to wrap it up, if you can please share this link that I sent it to you. This is the pending criminal case in Justice Department of Hyperfund, just to show people that I'm not just talking to you. I'm not lying to you here.
Oh,
this
for
is
the
case.
the $2 billion scam.
Yeah. This is the Hyperfund. This is the cases. This is the docket number. You check it out. Put it there. Check it out. Enjoy. This is what my petition
real
did.
Scammers.
Real scammers, man. Real scammers.
Crazy,
fake
man.
Stuff. All fake. Complete stuff right there. But here's my petition. Here is the actual work. The results of my petition right there. You read that. You know?
I love it. Cool. All right, man. Well, thank you so much again for hopping on. Guys, sign the petition. It takes you 2 seconds. If you give a shit about your bags, if you give a shit about freedom, if you give a shit about, you know, the RH ecosystem, crypto as a whole, DeFi, any of it, that's the whole purpose of this, right? It's an attack on human rights. And so crypto is the one thing that can fix that. And they see that. And so now they attack crypto. So now we need to fight back. This is a great way to do it.
Yes.
So we appreciate it, Sergey, very much, man. Please stay in contact. I'll post the petition 2 on X today. And so, guys, if you could, share it, sign it, share it. Let's get it out to the world. It takes 2 seconds. It don't cost any money. That's the cool part. We're not asking for a sacrifice to you to pull into your pulse bags. Send us, 100 million pulse. No, we're not doing that. Like,
none of that, guys.
2 seconds sign.
That's it. I don't need your money, man.
That's it. Yeah, we'll make money through crypto. Like,
you know, talk to Crypto Coffee, see if he can help.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna see him tonight because we're doing I'm doing the Kava Crypto Kava meetup tonight, and so sometimes he goes there. I'm gonna text him when we get off the show and see if he wants to meet up tonight. But that'd be great.
That's important, guys.
I'll ask him if he could have you on his show too.
That's fine. I'll come to any show.
Yeah,
we'll talk the same thing with anyone to their audience, but it has to be done now, guys. We have 11 days before SEC decide what to do with the case. Now.
Time is of the essence. So
exactly.
All right. Well, cool, man. Well, thank you again, Sergey. I appreciate it. And guys, have a blessed day. And hit me up any questions on the petition, and sign it and share it. Get it the word out. Peace.
Okay.